is so dark?
I don't know why it's so dark in here today. Maybe because those aren't on?
No.
We are live. Oh, you can't even see us.
Boy, we're dark.
We're way dark. I don't know what we're going to do here.
We got all the lights on.
We do.
We do.
It's just that sort of... Here, slide over. No, maybe... And we went this way because then you wouldn't be seeing the rest of the house.
Yeah, because it's a mess over there.
Yeah. Her version of a mess and my version of a mess are two different definitions, let me tell you.
It's kind of messy over there. It's kind of messy over there.
It looks like it's been...
Okay, I'm drying some herbs.
Yeah.
I have some stitch marker thingies.
Yeah, and a shirt.
And a pan that
No
needs
big
to be
deal.
washed.
It's not a mess.
It's like anybody else's normal kitchen island.
Yes. On Sunday, July 21st, episode number 173.
No, 193.
Oh, I didn't even read my own writing. And I put a line in my sevens. Whoa.
She's still here.
I'm still here. Hello.
I'm still here. I'm
still here today.
Yeah, you are.
But next week I won't be.
Yeah, you won't.
I'll be coming home from Seattle.
And unless I can get,
Yeah.
unless I can get Karen to hobble out of her
house.
Maybe that's the excuse to get her to start.
To get her up and going.
Yeah.
But it is her right knee. So it's probably because she's
So I'd have to go get her.
Go get her. I offered to go get her Tuesday and bring her to knitting, and she just didn't want to go. I don't know why. I mean, she's what? Not even, let's say today's the 21st. She had it on the 10 days out. I mean, come on. You should be up and running around, Karen. Come on. Get going, Karen. Woohoo. See, we can't see who's on.
I can't even see that over there.
No,
I don't know what
the problem is today.
Good morning from Central Illinois and from California.
Yay!
Good morning.
California?
Maybe it's my computer. It's just dark. Do we seem dark to you?
Do we seem dark? Probably not. Probably not to them, but maybe...
There we go. Now we can see you guys better.
Now we can see that better.
Whatever.
You can see. You know what we look like, so it's okay. No big deal. So we've got it going.
I just need a better computer. I need to get a better computer.
Yeah, maybe. But don't start doing that, because once you start getting computers, you never ever get rid of them.
No.
You never ever. It's just an ongoing thing.
Listen, this was a $300 computer.
Well,
I need a better one.
Well, for your own sake.
For my own sake.
Yeah.
I
Flockaroundthetable, the business Etsy needs a better one.
Needs a better one.
Yeah. And then you can depreciate it on your taxes too. Because
This literally was just because we didn't have a PC in the house.
Right.
Jamie has a Chromebook and I had a tablet.
Right. Right.
So literally I couldn't do Etsy.
Well,
I had to get
it turns out, like in our house, he doesn't ever get rid of them. They're stacked up in his room.
This sounds familiar out of that household. I don't know where he would have ever gotten the idea to keep something.
Yeah.
I don't.
She just told me. I told her it was a rough week this week. It doesn't feel good, and I made a wrong turn and I knocked over a stack of patterns. We were talking about this before, and I was going to talk about it today
patterns
anyway.
Of knitting and crochet things that she has completed.
That I put in a sleeve with the spreadsheet or the card or whatever I used to count, the rows, and I stuck them on a pile over here, and I wasn't really good about putting the pattern away or writing down what I had done.
Put it away. You have it in your Ravelry library.
True enough. True, Dad. I do have that, but
and you have the Excel spreadsheet in a file on your computer.
I know.
But we need to keep the paper and the plastic.
Yeah,
but then
notebook.
she didn't have enough of plastic, so you had to go to the dollar store to get more plastic.
No, more notebooks.
Oh, more notebooks.
Right. And besides,
I
have a thing for school supplies anyway. I love going to get school supplies.
I said, yeah, you could have just thrown it away.
And I didn't even think about that. I mean, it never even crossed my mind. Now, I've been better because I told her, I said a lot of times, if I don't have a bag to put a project in, okay? If I don't have a bag to put a project in, I just go into my living room and make one, okay?
But you
instead
have
of cleaning
800
out,
bags.
right? Instead of cleaning it out, I would just make a new one, and then I take all the stuff that was in a bag, with the yarn and everything, and put it in the new bag. And then the other bag would just go in a stack somewhere.
Right.
And then that stack would build up, and then I'd have to go through it and go, I wonder what happened to the number 8 needles of this set. Well, they're buried in something else. And so anyway, but I did do some soul searching as well this week, because I looked at the projects. Okay. I looked at the projects and I thought, okay, when you go away, you always look for hats and mittens and smaller things to do while you're on the trip.
Yes. Because
which is a good thing.
Easier to transport.
It is. And you're not
they don't take up
carrying
as much space.
like
you're not,
a huge clunk of.
It's not a whole suitcase full of an Afghan.
Exactly.
Right.
However, that's fine for when I go. But when I get home, I have a tendency to keep going on that route. Because I don't want to go back to the big things.
Well, right.
Because it takes fucking forever to get it done. Pardon somebody's expression, but
wow,
it takes.
She used my favorite word.
I know. Isn't that exciting?
Because it takes forever to do, especially when it's somebody like you who spends 100 days out of the year away from home.
Okay. So like this one is my Saturday morning shop. Okay. I've showed you before.
You're on the 400th Saturday morning that you're
that I've been working on it.
Yeah, yes. But that's okay.
And there is a Sunday morning shawl too. I should have started that and just done it on Sundays. Never mind. So anyway, I've been doing the thing. So I thought, well, when I'm home, I should put away the hats and mittens and work on the bigger things.
Tuck the hats and mittens into your suitcase.
Exactly.
To go on the next trip.
To go on the next trip.
Yeah.
And I need to cut that back too, because like the next one, I'm only gone for 6 days. So the whole point of it would be a Musselburgh and maybe take a mitten, because darn well over 6 days you
get tired of doing the
one. I have to have at least 2.
Yeah,
but then on the other hand, I always take coloring with me, just in case I don't want to feel like knitting. Hey, Megs, how you doing?
Yeah, so you have coloring and...
How's the baby thing coming? Ready? You doing all that stuff? So anyway, I thought this week I would continue to work. Now, see this little guy here? This is where I was when I left for Iceland. See, he's right here. My little dragonfly. And I did not work on this. I started a Musselburgh for Mikey at the airport, and that's what I used to fly because I knew I was going to sleep on the way to England. And then on the bus, I worked on that until the second cruise. And then the second cruise, I had bought that cheap DK yarn.
Yeah, and you made the mitts.
And I made the mitts and the hats and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I could do it. It was very similar to a Musselburgh, except it was bottom up. So
right.
It was brim. So it was very simple. And then I did that on the bus instead. And that was a good idea.
So now you still have Mikey's hat.
Yeah.
You still have that
one. I'm coming down, which I'm going to take, obviously.
Take that to Seattle.
Seattle with me.
Yeah. She's going to Seattle.
I'm leaving Wednesday for Seattle. That's the next trip. I'm on ground. Where I'm going to be.
Yeah, she's
going for my niece and my sister kills me. Don't let her talk you into buying this, and don't let her talk you into buying that. And I'm like, what? You think I'm going to buy her a Tampax? That's your job. Come on, get out of here. When you go to Costco, don't let her buy such and such and so and so because she really likes to get that. And I told her it's stupid, and I'm like, but that's my thing. If it's stupid, go ahead and buy it. Don't sit here and not get something you may not want.
I would have just said, if you don't want her to buy something while I'm out there, then you should probably fucking come too, so you can tell her yourself. No. But I mean, like I'm gonna, just because you're saying that, I'm gonna purchase it now.
True. Yeah, and
that's exactly. I know you.
Yeah. The funny thing is now that, and when you said have her go with. I've gotten to the same way as Mikey. I'm only traveling with one brown sister, not any more than one.
Oh.
And
yeah.
Mikey said, I said, well, that means we can take Gail or Beth. And he goes, no, I'm talking about only traveling with one brown. That's you, not the other ones. I said, oh, why? Can't handle it after 46, almost 40, it'll be 46 years next Monday. 46 years, you haven't figured out how to handle him? Give me a break. I mean, I know he's slow, but, and I do have to share this with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I got on Temu and I was looking for something. And then I saw the shirt and our anniversary is coming up. And it's an expression I have used for 46 years. And now all of a sudden, I guess it's a thingy thing. And here is Mikey's anniversary present.
It's a Mike thing. If you know, you know.
You wouldn't understand. It's a Mike thing.
It's a Mike thing.
I've been saying that for years because Mike.
It's
online.
You should
look and see if there's a.
You should applicate a Y on there because or an
it's
I
a
on there
Mikey.
because you always say
Maybe
it's a
I'll do
Mikey
it.
thing.
Oh, I'm going to do that.
You should like.
I could get my
just-
little sewing. I can get my embroidery machine.
Yeah,
And this
and put in
embroider
an
a
I.
little Y. A little
Yeah.
Y. Oh, should put an I in. No, but then someone would think it was
Right.
something different. So.
Because she calls him Mikey.
Because I call him Mikey. Yeah. We've always called him. Because Mikey won't eat it. Mikey hates everything.
No, Mikey will eat everything.
No, he hates everything.
Give it to Mikey. He'll eat anything.
Yeah. So anyway, I bought him that for our anniversary. And I'm going to put a pocket on it. Because he always has to have a pocket in his damn t-shirt. Which really pisses me off. Because I can't buy him t-shirts when I go anywhere. So the two things he gets when I travel are mainly hats. He's got a stack of about 8,000. I bought him two when we were on this last trip. One was a Irish thinking cap, and it had a light bulb on it. So I got it so they can wear them, and I got my brother one too, and so they can wear them when they're out smoking their cigars.
Yeah.
Thinking hat, and then the other one had a yellow submarine. When we went to Liverpool. So he gets hats or cigars, or chocolate bars if it looks like it's something I have never seen before. Because what do you buy the guy? He won't take a t-shirt, which is something I would like to do, because it has to have a damn pocket in it.
Well, you're a sewer.
I know.
I say you just start putting on some of the tackiest fucking pockets ever. Like,
don't buy black.
No. Like, make it Hawaiian floral print or something. You know what I mean? Like,
so stands out.
It's the best ever T-shirt ever.
Yeah,
with the crazy Hawaiian floral print.
Oh my God, that's
pocket.
Funny. I got that. That's a cool idea.
I think you need to do it.
Yeah,
I think you need to do it. Or like Sasquatch. You know, like if it's
right.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I should just get my embroidery machine, just sew a pocket on there, like a pretend pocket.
Yeah, this is your pocket. It's embroidered on.
It's embroidered on. Yeah. Don't try to use it, or put it on the inside so he has to go through.
What would be even better is make a slit and then zigzag it.
Yeah.
So there's a slit in the actual shirt.
But he can't.
But there's no pocket on the other side.
So it'll go right through.
Yeah, so he puts his pen in there and it's right against his chest. That would be hysterical. You're a sewer. Come on, put your thinking cap on. You can get that boy t-shirts.
Oh yeah,
with
pockets.
I have to
fix this shirt. I had to put a little side kick seam in this one. This is It was a little. It fits otherwise, but it was a little snuggaroozy across my pendicular fold.
Oh
That's what it's called. Your pendiculus fold. It's pendiculus, meaning it's a roll.
Yeah.
We have to give medicine. You can't just call it a roll. You gotta. Hi, Karen. Who else is here?
And Meg says she's busy knitting a little girl dress.
Oh,
Pauline.
I thought he was having a boy.
Paulina dress.
I thought you were having a boy, Max.
No.
Oh.
Anyway,
so that's it. And so so back to my epiphany this week. So I've been cleaning them up and putting them away. And there's quite a few hats that I thought I might consider redoing because I really did enjoy them. And I looked at when I started them and did them and stuff. And I thought, that might not be so bad. Instead of getting new ones out, just go back to a couple of the ones that I liked and do a
Yeah.
couple of those maybe
Have
on my
you
trip.
done bend and snap yet?
No, I haven't. Because I don't have the bend and snap pattern.
You don't have the pattern?
No, I need the pattern. I don't have that pattern.
I can give you the pattern.
Orally, I have to write it down. I have to write this pattern to get.
No, I actually have it written down. I just don't have any photos of it finished.
Yeah.
So I have the actual written
Well,
pattern.
what happened to the shawl? Is that in timeout?
No, it's over there. I work on that one when I'm watching a movie, which didn't happen at all this week.
No.
Yeah, because I just like golf. They're like the British Open is on, and so
And of course, because Britain's 5 hours ahead of us.
So Jamie is watching that at all weird hours of the day, and because he got this 150-inch TV out here, he's got to watch it out here. I'm exaggerating. It's not that big, but it's big. So I watch my Netflix here at the table, and then if I'm at the table, I'm making stitch markers. So y'all,
it's hard to tell.
you can't see these
You
very
can't
well,
really
but
see 'em.
go on. They're little dinosaurs.
Maybe, yeah, they're dinosaurs. They're the cutest
Oh my God.
little things ever. And the T-Rex's arms are really like this. They're like these little T-Rex
Yeah,
arms. They're so cute. You should
my
go out
favorite
there.
is this guy.
Which one's that one?
He's my favorite.
Oh yeah,
He looks like
Dino.
Littlefoot.
Yeah,
Like Littlefoot.
Littlefoot's cute.
So those are up in the Etsy shop. And then I can't remember if I showed you guys these last week or did I show
I don't
these?
think so.
I don't think I showed these
No,
last week.
you didn't because I don't remember the squirrel.
These little woodland guys. So there's a mushroom, there's a squirrel. There's a squirrel. He's got his little nut.
Yeah.
There's a foxy lady.
Oh.
There's the sly fox right there. Mushroom and hedgehog.
Yeah, gotta have hedgehog.
Gotta have hedgehog. So they're all up in the shop.
Cool. That's good.
I have some other listings that are gonna go up this week. I think I'm gonna have new rings. Midnight at the Disco.
Oh, I like that name.
And Jingle Bells, which I think I showed you guys.
Yeah, with Jingle Bells.
I haven't got those listed up
Yeah.
yet, but it's only July,
It's
so
only
I'm not
July, so
worried
you're
about
okay.
it. But Midnight at the Disco.
Oh, Midnight at the Disco. That's such a good name.
You want to see them?
No.
Yeah, you do.
I know I do. I want to see them, but because I can see them and I can talk about them. I can't talk about the Advent.
They'll be up online here.
Yeah, but the Advent I can't mention.
No.
I saw that.
She did see them.
Yeah, she did. Oh my gosh, look at these. Oh, guys, you got to get these. These are adorable. They're black rings. Okay. You can't tell because we have terrible lighting today. I don't
We
know
do.
why.
Black
And they
rings
have
with all the
some-
colors.
Some muted purples and reds and yellows and blues and
Yeah.
greens. Oh my
There'll
god,
be
these
better.
are so
There'll be better
cute.
pictures upline.
And you have like these white ones.
And the silver ones.
They kind of look
because,
like the disco ball.
Yeah, I need to put more silver ones in there because there needs
Oh
to be
my
more
God.
disco balls.
That's so cute.
Yeah, but Midnight
And-
at the Disco.
Oh my god. Look at she does every one of these by hand, guys.
Yeah.
Every single one.
They're all glued in my hands. My
Every single one. You can't really see, but look at this.
they're black.
All of these. This whole
I
bowl.
have permanent glue
You
fingers. I have permanent glue fingers. Actually, I have permanent glue thumbnail.
You're gonna like one of these days. This thumbnail.
You
is
know
gonna
the
get
you know the
super hard.
the Japanese craftsmen who have like
Indented things and
yeah,
stuff.
like their fingernails are
warped to
they're
what the
tools.
situation is. Yeah.
Yeah, my fingernails are tools.
Well, they are. They're gonna get grooves in them. They're
Well,
gonna
this one does
concave.
have a groove in it.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it really does. Oh man.
So does that one.
Oh yeah. See, now I couldn't do it because I have to have pretty nails.
Well, I could go and have my nails done too, but then I end up getting glue on the top of that, and then they can't get it off.
So
then they're using a chisel
Right.
to get it off. At least with, real nails, you can pick off the glue.
Which is true. That's why I went to the powder, the dipping powder. I get mine dipped because it lasts like a month. The only thing is it starts to sink into your nail. No, it doesn't, but it just seems that way because she never can. When I go in 3 weeks, if I go sooner, then it doesn't seem to take her as long to get it off. But I'm one of these that goes like once a month because I just do only go once a month. If my toes, if I'm wearing socks and my socks get stuck on my toes, then I know it's time to go. And so in the winter, I'm better because I go about every 3 weeks or so. But in the summer, because I got flip-flops on, so I don't notice that my nail is like this long. Yeah.
My toenails don't grow that fast.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. My hair doesn't grow that fast.
Mm-hmm.
I need more hair. But anyway.
I'll gladly give you some.
I know you will. She's like that. She's very good.
I gladly give anybody some hair if they need it.
So
anyway, figure out a way to
I
do
guess
it.
my epiphany, which I'm still going to consider and keep working on because that's what I do, because then I don't have to do other stuff. Because it looks like I'm really busy because I got all this stuff spread out and Mikey thinks I'm really doing something important. And
you're not.
I'm not, but it's important to me.
Coloring or organizing your
something
patterns.
that doesn't need to be organized in a way that,
that's already organized in another way. You just need to
Right.
create a new way to organize it in a different way.
But I've sort of decided,
because your library and Ravelry is organized pretty well.
oh, it's really well done.
Yeah.
I did that many, many years ago. And I mean, many years ago.
It's kind of like my email inbox.
Yeah.
Everybody, when they see my inbox, like the guy who sits behind me, he can see my screen.
Okay.
He's like, I'm super impressed with your email inbox because, well, I've
make all these folders.
I've also learned over the years that I don't throw away an email.
Really?
It's a rarity for me to get rid of an email.
I trash everything.
No, I keep them around. You know why I keep them around? Because I will pull the I told you so. You did tell me this 4.5 years ago.
I can understand that. That I get.
I mean,
okay.
Business-wise.
Business-wise, yeah.
Personal?
Not so much. No.
I'm not gonna call you out on something you said to me in an email 8 years ago.
Right.
But I will at work.
Yeah. Of course. That's the whole purpose.
So
of
everybody at my company has their own folder.
I love it.
And I usually can remember who said something to me about such and such in an email.
Mm-hmm.
So I can go to their subfolder.
Ah.
Yeah. And then I have like folders that are unanswered questions,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
my inbox is almost always empty.
Oh my gosh, really?
Mm-hmm. But the only thing in my inbox is stuff that I'm waiting for an answer back on to somebody outside of our business.
Huh.
Yeah. And I get about anywhere from 100 to 200 emails a day.
Wow. That's a lot. Woo!
And that's not even...
A girl. I figured that out, Max.
I don't even
unless
get
you were
as
going to
many.
make another one.
I don't get as many emails as I used to. I used to get a lot more.
Well, I did.
It's probably now
this
more like
year
50 to 100 a day.
Cut back on some of the yarn sites. I did cut back
at
the beginning of the year.
Have you unsubscribed, or are you still getting 500
I
emails?
unsubscribed. I unsubscribed.
No, but I mean, you're still getting the emails?
No, I have a list.
Oh, okay.
So I can subscribe when I'm ready, or I can go back to it and think, where did I get that
Excel.
yarn? Yeah.
It's an Excel.
Of course
list,
it
right?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love my spreadsheets.
Yeah.
So then,
Word
but
does
Ravelry
spreadsheets too.
Yeah.
Ravelry, what?
I set it up the same way Ravelry sort of said it. I have accessories and baby and child, and I have crochet, and I broke out the crochet, but I did it many, many years ago when I didn't have 10,000 or 15,000 patterns.
Right.
There. And that's Marsha's fault. Marsha, that's your fault, because Marsha told me that she would sit on her front porch in the morning and have her coffee in the summer, and then she would Go to Ravelry and look at the patterns, and the only thing, and I agree with her, because some of the patterns you look at and go, oh my God, that's so cute. And then when you get it, it's a book, it's a novel. And damn well you'll never use it. But you print it out and then you take it with you to read on the plane, just because you want a novel to read on the plane. So I thought, well, why am I?
Hi, Holly.
So anyway.
So you print them out?
Not always. Sometimes I do, just because.
Like, oh my God, no.
Yeah. I know. It used to be better when.
Come on, now, save the tree.
But see, I recycle our paper. What I do is I take it for my travel documents, I print everything out, just like you should, your boarding passes, just in case my phone freezes or whatever, then I have everything there. Mm-hmm. And then when I'm done, I put it in a stack, I cut the paper in half, and that's my scratch paper at home. Yeah. Because I do use a lot of scratch paper. And
because you take notes.
Yeah, I do. And every time I call on another trip, I have to write it down. She's
afraid she's going to forget something. So if you write it down, then you're good.
Right. But then I don't know where the piece of paper is.
Right.
Right. And then now I'm putting stuff in my phone for the trip, like my
in your notes section on your phone?
No, actually it's in the calendar. I've actually done it under appointments. So then on the day I can go back and look up at my Air Alaska.
Well, and it'll give you a notification too, because it's an appointment that's coming up.
if I turn that on, but I don't turn that on because I've learned the hard way not to do that.
Oh.
Because I used to put the alerts on the day before, and it would come up like with drive time, because it got that thing to tell you how long. So it would come up the day before telling me it would take 30 minutes to get there. And I'm thinking, holy crap, I'm going to miss this appointment. So I go and they're like, well, we don't have you on the schedule today. And I'm thinking, oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm just doing a dry run for timing. So I'll see you tomorrow. And then I skedaddle out. Sometimes they see you that day, they'll squeeze you in and make everybody else behind you wait because they've squeezed you in, so you can kind of get them off schedule.
Now that's just mean.
That is mean, but sometimes you feel like important when they do that. Or if I've got my good knitting with me or my waiting project and I want to work on that, I don't mind sitting and waiting either, because then it gets me out of the house and I can be doing what I need to do.
Well, you should always have an I'm waiting project with you.
Always, always, always. If nothing else, put it in the car. And
if some of you don't know what an I'm waiting project is, it's a very small one that you keep in strategic places.
Right. And Mikey's hat doesn't need to be done until it gets colder.
Right.
Because it's still 100.
Well, and I'm sure that there's a hat that he has that he could wear.
Oh, yeah, he wears. He's got.
If said hat was not completed.
He's got one stupid hat that his old friend gave him.
It's like the armchair.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah, it just, I'm like.
You could have brand new furniture in your living room, family room, but that chair of the boys, it's going to stay.
Right.
It's going to stay.
I thought you were getting new furniture.
Yeah, well, I was going to, but.
Not anymore, because he doesn't want to get rid of it. He likes his chair. Whatever. I have to get it because mine's so wore out. I can't sit on it because it takes Mikey forever to decide he likes it.
Ours is just, ours isn't that old. It's only like 9 years old. It's just the same as the house. But I got this.
It's nice. It's good.
It looks pretty. It looks pretty. It's brown leather.
Yeah. It looks good.
It looks great.
It's comfortable.
It's horrible to sit on for any period of
time. Oh, okay. No, I've slept on it, and it's been amazing. It was
great
amazing
to sleep on.
Totally up for sleeping.
Totally great.
And
for
I have to admit, the only reason
they're just oversized. They're big. They sit too deep. Yeah. They're too cushy. Like my feet don't hit the ground when I'm.
Yeah, mine don't either. No.
So you have to pull your.
But see, you still sit Indian style.
Yeah, but that's even getting a little harder for me to do now too. So
don't sit on your leg. Don't do that because it wears out the hip, wears out the knee joint.
No, my hips and knees are fine. It's the muscle.
Well, you have back,
and my back is getting really stiff. Right. I'm not able to.
You're not even supposed to cross your legs. You're supposed to do the Princess Kate kind of.
Like your ankles
sort of thing. If you're going to
do
turn to the side. Which really would probably make more sense. But, now that my legs aren't that fat anymore, I can get my legs across. So I like to do that. The only thing is when I was really heavy, I wore those, when I would wear a dress, I wore the long line underwear, the ones that go down your thighs, because it kept my thighs from rubbing together. I didn't want to spark a fire, And then now, I wear them because my legs, because they have all that excess skin.
Because your legs are going like this, they just keep going.
And it sticks. And so I'm like, okay, now, I'd like to get up and go with you, but I got to peel my legs apart, and it's, so it's, I'm never happy. What can I say? I'm just never happy. I think she cut my hair too short. Anyway.
I need to go have my hair cut, my horrors cut.
I love it. It's so much.
I do too. Trust me, I don't have to do anything. Look at this. I can have wings and it's still fine. look at my wings. I'm gonna fly away with my wings.
With wings.
No, I like my hair short.
So
I had to go for a hot minute where it was long, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get up to Renton, up to Ashley, to see Ashley. She's the one that made me the socks. If I get a chance, I'm going to do it. So I may try to get up there. But I learned there's an art fair in Bellevue.
Yeah.
My goal was Wednesday, I'm going to get there and I'm going to get to the whole thing. And then Thursday, I have to go with Maddie.
Right.
And
that was the reason to go. That was
the whole reason to go.
And she's doing a presentation, and it's the first, and she's a little bit nervous
and
about
it's not
it. So
just,
she asked Bob to come.
Right.
For moral support.
For moral support, and I think to drive.
Yeah.
Because it's on the other side of town or something. And I think this has something to do with, it's in front of possible internships and funding. So she's a bit nervous with this because they're interested in her portion of what she's doing with this research. Don't ask me what it is. I have no idea. I figured
doesn't matter. You're just moral support anyway.
I'm just moral support. And I'm going to take her to Costco and IKEA and pay for dinner and, and things like that, because she wants an air conditioner. So we may,
We'll just get her an
but her parents are going to be there in a 3 weeks. So I'm depending on the cost, because I know stuff usually costs more out there too. So that may be another rationale why I don't buy it, because it may be, oh no, my sister can pay for that. I'm not paying for that. Let's go over to the Dollar Tree and get some junk. I'll pay for that.
And get a couple portable fans.
Yeah.
You got the pens with the fans.
I did. I bought her a fan. And the only thing is I have to go get her a brick, because I'm not sure she keeps a brick by the bedside. She might have to plug it in. I don't know what her setup is. So
not like a concrete brick, but like
a brick. Charging brick. One of those portable charger brick. That's what I call them, bricks. Because they used to be like a brick. They were so heavy. Now they're tiny, like down in the palm of the size. I have one that's about the size of a credit card. And it's great, and it charges quickly. But I have to be really careful, because if you touch it right after you're charging,
it's hot.
Oh, it gets really hot. Yeah. So, but I love it, because it's teeny tiny and it's so cute, and it's got those little things and everything. So, but anyway, I bought her a portable fan. So when she falls asleep on the couch, she can just have the fan blowing on her.
Well,
and she said sometimes the lab gets a little warm, because all the buildings on the university, they're all not all of them.
I have that personal air conditioner.
I know. I told that. I said, Sue has a personal air conditioner. I tell everybody when they gave me shit about a fan, I said, well, at least I don't have a portable air conditioner. And I said, and they all look at me like, huh? I said, yeah, Sue has one. She takes a chunk of ice and sticks it in, turns it on, and the fan blows right across the ice. And they're like, well, how long does that last? And I said, like 3 and 4 hours. Enough that you can get to sleep and stay asleep. And then, And so I thought, if it was a little smaller, I'd have one for the road on the cruise. Taking a cruise. But lately they've been getting, Gail likes it cooler than I do. So I'm usually cold.
Well, now that you're littler.
Now that I'm littler, I'm constantly cold.
Right.
24/7.
You don't have layers of fat insulating you.
I don't.
Yeah.
I had one person this week tell me that I looked skeletal. And then I had another person tell me that I looked, well, she always tries to be smaller than what the world should be. So she's always telling me that I look great. But I'm like, okay, no, I'm sinking. I said, so this is not, why would you want to gain 20 pounds? I said, I'd like to get 20 pounds on. I'd like to have a little cushion Because, if I get sick or something, I don't have any extra. If you make me nothing by mouth or don't feed me,
well,
and I don't
and
eat
then
much anyway.
my thing is, since you have your little apron,
Yeah, I know.
Are you ever gonna have your little apron taken away? Will they even do that for you?
No. They give you they pay for you to lose weight, to have the bariatric surgery, but they don't pay to get the skin taken off once you get all the way down.
I understand that the insurance won't pay for it, but you could pay for it.
Yeah, the only problem is one of the reasons I haven't even considered it is since I have a tendency to develop scar tissue and get complications after surgeries and stuff, I don't know how the insurance company then that becomes their problem because it's a medical necessity.
Right.
But it was from a procedure that
was elective.
So I don't know how, especially now with Medicare. Max, I don't know how they do it in Australia, but Medicare can drive you through the crazy roof.
Yeah.
So and I didn't, so that's one of the reasons I haven't done it. When they took off my belly button and reconstructed all of this in 2013, he had permission to take it off. And that was the first thing I asked. I didn't ask anything else. I'm like, did you get rid of the fold? No. He goes, we didn't get that far. I'm like, why? He goes, well, you were you weren't doing well. You were decompensating. And so we figured you had been in surgery long enough. So we didn't do any more because they did take away skin and they had to pull things. And so I was like, son of a bitch. Here's, I thought, you didn't take the boobs either. And that was another thing that I was like, I want done. So, and when I was heavier, I had breakdown because I get the little skin tears. And the only way they were going to cover anything was
tears.
Yeah, from the weight. And the weight of the boob would pull and I would get these tiny little skin tears. I still get them in the groin every once in a while, but not very often. They're just teeny tiny little, like a paper type cut. Real tiny, and they're annoying and they hurt. And being diabetic, it scares me anytime I get anything that, even when the dog gets me, I'm constantly writing down the date it happens so that it, my brother has a one on his foot and it's going on almost 6 months now and it still isn't healed. But he's a brittle diabetic as well. I'm a diabetic, but I'm not as brittle. I guess I have better management than those guys. Actually, I have better insurance, and I'm older, so that works. Isn't that a Kathy baseline? Fried green tomatoes. That's where it comes from. In the movie, she's waiting for a parking spot, and two young girls come flying in their little car and take the parking spot as she's letting somebody come out. And then she pulls in or backs in and she crashes their car. And they're like, well, we're younger and faster. And she goes, well, I'm older and I have
better
more
insurance.
So,
better insurance.
Yeah. So that's how, I thought, okay, I like that. So, and now it makes sense. Back then I thought that was kind of a dumb line.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Now I get it. Yeah. Now
I got better insurance.
Yeah. Because you have to have it when you get up in that age group, you sort of have to, add that little bit extra on. We were talking about that this morning in the cost of insurance and how you're not getting what you used to pay for.
I don't understand how.
Yeah. How the insurance companies are,
I don't get it.
I don't either. It's one of those things you just never, ever figure out. I'm
not a part of that world. And
it's funny. It
doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm a mathy numbers girly.
Yeah, you are.
And that just
and I'm a baby boomer and you're a millennial.
Mm-hmm.
And on MasterChef this season, they're doing generations. So they have baby boomers, they have 5 baby boomers, and they have 5 millennials, and they have 5 Gen Z, and they have 5 Gen X. And so I think you're a millennial.
I'm looking. I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, but I think you're incorrect on that.
I don't know what the years are. I'd have to get you got your phone out. So
I got my phone.
I know I'm a baby boomer, so I know that about me. Jen.
Yeah, you keep talking.
Yeah, I'll just keep talking. She's searching for, well, you can just ask the age. What's a millennial age? MILL.
It's just would you keep talking? Fuck's sake. Boomer.
Any other time she can't get me to shut up and here I'm over here going on and on and on. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you know what I'm also going to do? Now I know Karen and Carly and Colleen, you guys kind of watch this, but you'll get it too, because I think when I can't find anything on my trips, I'm just going to start giving away yarn as my gift. Yeah. Too bad if you have enough, like Marcia. She's always like, oh, don't, because I have enough of it already. And I'm like, no, I don't care. Then you'll have to, check this out. So I'm going to start giving some of that away when I can't find anything. Like this next trip, we're just going to Cozumel and Grand Cayman and Bahamas. So what are you going to get? Like palm trees, surfboards, that sort of thing. So, and I've gotten them all of that already. So I thought, well, I'll just give them my yarn. Then that works. Yeah, you're a boomer. I'm Gen X. You're Gen X? Yeah. So you're not a millennial. What's a millennial? Oh, it doesn't say that. I didn't know there was a Gen Z. I didn't know anything about. I knew about Gen Z, but I didn't know about Gen X. Millennial is 80 through 95. Oh. Gen Z is 96 and up. Oh. Well, gee, that's not fair. That's 20 years. Gen Z. Well, I think there's another one after that. There might be. Anyway, I never really kind of understood. Yeah. When you said I was a millennial, I'm like, no, I think I'm not a millennial. What's millennial? 80 through 95. 80 to 95. Yeah. Okay. I'm a 71, so I'm Gen X. Gen X. Okay, I always thought the millennials came after, but now that makes sense. They did come after. Yeah, but it should have come at 95 because you hit the millennium at the year 2000. So it should have been that way instead of before. And I don't know why we have to label people's ages anyway, but that's beside the point. But then it gives you an excuse to go roll your eyes and go Gen Z, Yeah, except when you mislabel somebody and you put me into a category that I'm like, what? Isn't that younger? 80 to 85? Yeah, but you put me into the category of idiots. No, their best work traits are tech savvy. That's you. You're collaborative. You are putting me into Gen Z. No, you're digitally fluent. You're practical. You flourish in diverse workforces. Gen Z. Yeah. That would be born in 1996 or. Okay, you're Gen X. Sooner. Okay, your best work traits, you're independent, innovative, and strong communicator. That's true. What they want from you from work, a trustworthy employee, a problem-solving opportunities, and competent colleagues. That's what you want. Well, you ain't going to get that. See, now me, I'm optimistic. Yes. I enjoy mentoring. No. I do have a strong work ethic. Once I get into it, look out. I didn't call in sick or anything. No, that doesn't go home. Your work ethic is work and home only is home. And home is home. And then what they want is a loyal employee, which is me, a hierarchical culture. No, you didn't want that. The chance to mentor others. No, what the hell? No, they're on their own. You want to get the fuck out and leave me alone. Respect. Well, and I did say that. That's one of the things I used to say about when I used to work. When they say, I don't know why we have to get, I said, you get your reward every other Friday. They've met their obligation to you. Right. Every other Friday. You were given this, you will get that. They've met that. If you want anything else, they're just going to disappoint you. So I used to go into my reviews and say that all the time. Well, do you have any expectations of me? I said, no, none whatsoever. Because then if you do something great, you've just exceeded my expectations. And all you have to do is one little thing over the course of a year to impress me. Okay, the order of this of labeling. Yeah. The greatest generation
born 1901 through 1927.
No,
Yeah.
that would be my dad, and I would not put him in the greatest
The
generation.
silent generation, born
Okay.
1928 through 1945.
That's my mom. Yep.
Okay. The baby boom, 1946 through 64.
That's me, and Beth Ann just makes it.
Gen X, 65 through 80. Millennial generation or Generation Y, which, right? Because it's XYZ. Yeah.
Okay.
81 through 96. Gen Z, 97 through 2010, and Generation Alpha now.
Oh, we're going to the Greek alphabet.
Yeah, now we have Alpha. They are 2010 through 24.
14. Oh my gosh. So next year we get a new one. Is it going to be Beta? Or Zeta? Probably. Yeah, Alpha, Beta, and Zeta. Yeah. No, I think it should be Upsilon. Sort of like Uranus.
Or Omega.
Omega. Yeah, there you go. Wow. So anyway.
No, it'll be like Alpha, or it'll be like Generation Zeus, because it could be like A to Z.
A to Z. Yeah, that'll be something else. And then we'll have to go to mythology after that. Every 27. Maybe by the time we get to that point, we'll have gone through a war or something.
I don't know if there's actually do you guys know if there's actually a thing out there where they predetermine what the next generation
I don't know.
label is going to be?
I don't know. I don't think
Somebody know what the next one's going to be?
There's a government grant that somebody got probably for $1.5 billion.
Yeah,
I think we should apply for that. We should apply for one of those grants.
Yeah, the flock.
The flock, and then we have
what the flock is the next generation going to be?
Generation going to be? You know, we could say what the F, because it's the F.
Generation F.
My niece and I were going to do that years ago.
Generation.
Oh, I think that's great.
Generation F.
Generation F. All right, you're part of Generation F. It can be flock. It can be fun. It could be thought. It could be
fire truck.
Fire truck. Shut the front door. I mean, could be all of those things.
Flamingo.
Oh, I hadn't thought about flamingo, but that's good. I like flamingo.
Flamingo.
My sister came in the other day. We both had her hair done on Friday. She comes in and I hear the cane. I'm like, what the hell you got the cane for? Because you've been doing better without it. Her friend gave her one. It's a green with pink flamingos on it.
Oh.
It's the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my God, Tosh gave her that. I said, I gotta thank Tosh forever. These are great. So anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I'm, ready to roll.
Yeah. I
don't have a lot too much more to say, and I'll tell you all about Seattle when I get back in a couple weeks. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. It's a little big on you.
Well, I haven't watched it, and I've been fiddling with it for a long time.
I love the string.
Yeah.
The string's great. I think the string's good. Yeah. Oh, that worked good.
I need a couple more inches.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, because this hat is not decreased at all.
Oh no, that's right. It's not. No.
It's not decreased at all.
No, that's right. It's not.
It's cinched.
It's cinched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to go probably another inch. No, I could probably do my cinchy thing now. No, I'm going to go another inch or so.
The reason why I never finish these big things.
Because they get too many stitches on it. It takes too long to get through a row. Yeah.
And then, you feel like you're to knitting. So you start knitting and 45 minutes later, you still haven't finished a row.
Right. But you've also spent 43 minutes of it talking.
Oh, true. No, not at home. I don't. Here I do.
I know. I know. You know me. I'm totally teasing you.
Yeah, I know she is. She's yanking my beezer, guys. And don't ask me where it is because you don't want to know.
So have you watched all the spin-offs of Star Wars?
Yeah.
All of the...
No, not all of them. The newest one I haven't watched.
Mandalorian and...
Yeah, I've watched those. And all those others. The Analoxy, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that yet.
Oh,
I downloaded it.
Jamie watched that.
Yeah, I'm downloading it for the flight. So I can watch it on the flight. Because I think I've watched Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible because I've been watching that because it's easy enough to watch. Because I know it, and then I'm not spending so much time watching and not enough time working on my thing. Like all the way home from London, I knitted on this all the way home. And so I didn't sleep or anything, which was the dumbest thing I could do. Never again. I'm going to sleep. Anyway, so I just worked on this. So I watched the movie and I didn't really like it. I don't know the other movies.
Right.
And they just didn't sound as I'm kind of sitting there, because when you sit down, you can start right away.
Right.
They turn that on so to get you going. So you kind of flip through all the movies and I just didn't find anything that was like,
yeah, like,
am I going to enjoy this? And I'm one that if I start it, I usually try to finish it, just because you never know, the ending might be worth going to.
But usually I have kind of discovered that for the most part, if a movie sucks from the beginning,
it's going to suck.
It's going to suck at the end,
That's
and you're
true.
going to be sorely disappointed.
Or
so I think you're just better off just going, nope, and start another one.
The 5 minutes that you see, or the trailers on the TV, in the commercials.
Yeah, that's the best part of the
whole movie.
Best part of the whole movie.
And sort of, and no offense to Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible, but Dead Reckoning is sort of that way. The first part one, and I'm like, okay, no, this isn't what we're supposed to do with these. These are supposed to be like mini stories, like
right.
Like
it's supposed
like
to just
mission.
kind of give me an idea what this is about.
Right. It's just Jack Reacher's.
Don't show me all of the best special effects that you did throughout the whole movie.
I don't need
30 seconds.
I wanna see. But then they drag out. Like the scene at the end on the train just gets dragged out. But they brought in the new girl and she tells, Kittrick, I'm in. So there's that something's coming. So I don't know why you wipe the other one out so you can put a new one in, because Tom Cruise only works with young girls. I don't know. No offense. I'm not really picking on Tom Cruise. No letters. Tom, stay in your lane.
Go ahead. Fucking send the letters. I don't care. That's probably exactly what's going on. He only wants to work with young women.
Because he looks good and short.
Well, they have to be.
No, they elevate.
I know they elevate him because he's only like 5'6" or something.
Yeah.
So heaven forbid he works with a woman who's 5'10", and they don't put him on platforms.
When he played Jack Reacher at first, the first Jack Reacher that came out, I was like, oh my God, how are they going to do this? Because Jack Reacher is a character from Lee Child's
and he's like
books,
6'3".
And he's 6'3", and he's tall, he's lean. Now the guy they have playing Reacher now has the height, but Reacher doesn't have, in the books, he's not described as Hulk. He's described as kind of scrawny.
Yeah, he's a scrawny kid.
Yeah.
He's scrawny.
So,
tall, skinny kid.
But anyway, whatever. It's like when they took the Mandalorian's thing off. I did not picture that actor that way. I never looked him up because I didn't want to know. Same thing with James Dorn. Is his name Dorn? His last name is Dorn, the guy that played the Klingon in Star Trek. His name just left my brain. Worf in Star Trek. He said he could go out in public and nobody knew him until he's talked. And then they're like, are you Worf? James Dorn, I think it's Dorn. Dorn is his last name. But anyway, he said the same thing. I didn't realize that. But then they have a new character come in and you're like, huh? And no, it's not. Not. Now, the new Star Treks, they did pretty good. Chris Pine does James Kirk pretty good. And Zachary, Taylor, I think his last name is, does Spock really good. But you don't know anything. You live long and prosper.
I do. I mean, I do. I grew up with all boys.
Yeah, so it's back here. We have to dig it out. Hold on.
I blocked it.
I'm pulling it all out.
I blocked it out.
I blocked into a ponytail hat right here.
I blocked out all those memories from when I was a child for a reason.
Why? They're good.
Mine.
They
were everything. The
great.
It was all testosterone. So,
well, true.
So
I get that.
I chose to remember MASH.
Right.
Okay. And Hogan's Heroes. Oh, and I let Star Wars. I let Star Wars and Star Trek just fade away. They went into their galaxy far away. And I stuck with the shit that's,
today.
Riptide and Hogan's Heroes and MASH and
You probably
the
watched
A-Team and
the Lifeguards.
Dukes of Hazzard.
And the Lifeguards.
I chose the real things.
Yeah.
I chose the
Right.
real things.
The Dukes of Hazzard being real things.
Well, I mean, at least it was,
two guys jumping
two
in a
country
car.
guys in a freaking, whatever
What kind of car?
kind of that
was.
Charger, whatever it was.
No, I think that wasn't the Charger.
Was it a
Burt
Charger?
Reynolds and Sally
No,
Fields?
that was a Thunderbird.
Okay.
Or I mean, Trans Am. He was a Trans Am.
Oh, he was a Trans Am. Okay.
Yeah, the Bandit, Smoking the Bandit.
Yeah. Bob Newhart died.
Yeah.
Yeah, 94. Oh man, I mean, it was unreal.
Yeah.
I'm like, gosh, we're losing all the ones I know. I don't know any of these new ones. And that's part of it too, because you're watching. You look through these screens, and then you have no idea who these people are, and they could be the best actor in the world, but I'm not giving them a shot because I don't want to. Because anything,
I can't remember
anymore,
their names.
Well, they don't stick around as long as we used to.
No.
Back in the day, you had your Dick Van Dykes and your Mary Tyler Moores and you had them, and they're still out there. And Bob Newhart, I mean, you still have these people, and they're still doing stuff. Lucille Ball and things. Yeah. Whereas today, they don't stick around.
So I was watching The Resident. It's a Netflix
Matt
series.
Kritsky or whatever his name is.
I don't know, but he's a cutie patootie.
Yes, he is.
But the episode,
he was on The Good Wife.
I know.
Yeah.
So I was watching the episode today where that it's like Law and Order. They always are bringing in. They're always bringing in
a patient, and
the patients are all
they
other
always
actors.
Heal them, and they know how to cure everything.
Well, but they're other actors, right?
Yeah.
So this patient that came in on the episode that I was watching was, I'm spacing on her name.
Okay.
But she worked with Carol Burnett on the Carol Burnett show, the other redhead.
Oh, Vicki Lawrence?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Have you seen her recently?
No, I haven't. Really? You can't tell?
No, you can definitely tell it's her.
Okay.
But it's her with an extra 200 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, Carol Burnett.
No, I can't. I can't.
She's
in
her 90s.
Listen, I can't say anything.
Sure you can.
But I was like, holy buckets. I wonder, I was like, oh, I hope they have prosthetics on her. And
like they did on the show.
And yeah. And then she'll have had something where she was retaining sodium, as a diagnosis. And then by the end of the show, she's back down to her normal size.
Yeah.
But
that wasn't the case. Huh?
No.
I don't think I usually watch The Resident, and I'm surprised, it's a good show, but it's nothing like the real ER and Resident.
The Resident? No, yeah. I mean, I'm coming from a non-medical person, so I just like watching it for the human interaction. Feel. But Theodore Huxtable is a doctor on that. And I can't think of him as anything other than Theodore Huxtable. Right. That's it.
Right. At first I did.
I can't even put his
when they first brought him
name out there.
When they first put him on, I thought he looks so familiar, but he doesn't look familiar. At first I couldn't figure out who he was.
The fumbling teenager from the Cosby Show. And now he's a brain surgeon.
Yeah, on this show he really is. And he's got twin kids.
And they call him the Raptor.
The Raptor.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he was adopted.
Yeah.
And I watch. I know. I'm going through these and I'm stealing some of these.
What was her name?
Vicki Lawrence.
Thank you. I was going to look her up.
You didn't see that. I'm going to take them on my trip. If anybody needs them.
To see if I can't.
Now, Carol Burnett still looks great. So she's a trip. There she is. Is that current? No, that's been fixed.
That has been fixed.
Oh, no, there.
But
I've actually started watching some of the old when she was on the show. Oh my gosh, Vicky.
You know it's her. You definitely know it's her.
But wow.
But
yeah,
that's March 2nd, 2023.
Oh man.
But you definitely
wow.
Yeah.
How old is she? Click on her age.
How old are you?
I don't know. She's younger than Carol Burnett, I think. Oh, she's got a disease. She's 75.
75.
Right, now that does not look like her. That not as much. Okay, that picture here, I don't see her as much in there.
No, but that's also been altered.
Yeah, that's
at
true.
any rate.
Yeah, whatever. Is Vicki Lauren? I love when you get these. Is she still alive?
She's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still alive.
Who is Vicki Lawrence's husband? Mama's Family. That was the one. And they always have to find out what their
I was
worth
just
is.
like, I guess I hadn't seen her in a long time.
No,
and then
she
all of a
hasn't
sudden
done-
she shows up on the series that I'm watching right now.
Which is cool. That's good.
And she is in an assisted living situation with her and her husband. Her husband has like early onset
stuff. Alzheimer's or dementia.
Yeah, so like he remembers things from a long time ago.
But not yesterday.
What are you doing?
Trying to turn it off.
Don't turn my phone off.
Okay, fine. I won't.
But can't remember a conversation just had. But a long time ago.
Yeah.
She, on the other hand, is actually like relatively in reality and in touch with everything, and all is good.
Yeah.
She's the one that keeps him grounded, but he was the medical doctor.
Oh, okay.
But she has been given so many different prescriptions for so many things.
It's reacting in his body, and he's
and hers.
Hers.
So like, she would
right.
be prescribed something for like depression.
Right.
And then because of that medication, she was
on a hypertension medicine, and
so then they give a medication for those symptoms,
right.
and that caused you to cause weight. So now you need a prescription for that. And then you're retaining water. So we need a prescription to get rid of that. So she had all of these prescriptions that were now just riddling her with, it was just ridiculous. Yeah. So it's, she was the patient.
Oh, so she was, not him.
She was the patient because of all of these medications. I don't know what all was going on, but it was an intern and one of the other doctors that had to sit down and go through all of her medications to figure out what the flying flock of birds was going on with what medication, where and how and why. And
especially that's one of the things we did. You run into that, and that this is a public service announcement. If you are on a medication and the doctor says, well, I think we need to change that over to something else, or let's go ahead, you have to make sure you ask your doctor, are we changing what I'm on to this new drug, or are we adding this in addition to? Because we used to get that a lot. They're like, okay, it's like, I didn't like the cough that I had from lisinopril. So I said, can I change it? Well, I stopped taking the lisinopril because I got the Benicar. But some people would say, I don't like the cough. Well, let's put you on Benicar. They don't realize, they think the Benicar is going to take care of the cough, and they still need the lisinopril for what they were prescribed for. Yeah. And so many things nowadays are for different things. Like lisinopril is something you would give hypertension.
Buckets.
Yeah. It's so bad. But remember,
so the very first thing, of taking a medication because your eyes were too brown. Now you're on 17 different fucking medications because of the symptoms.
Exactly.
The kaleidoscope of symptoms that
that you're on.
Stop taking them all.
Right. And the other thing is my stent was put in 2018, and they had me on the Plavix, and it was like when I read about the Plavix, which is a blood thinner, I'm thinking to myself, wait, and I knew about this because I was a cardiac nurse. And so I just went off of it. And people were like, what? You can't do that. I'm like, oh yeah, I can watch. I said, the literature doesn't support anything longer than 6 months until we get the literature that supports it. And I'm not going to take it anymore. And I have to, because every time I pricked my finger, I bled for a half an hour. It was just beyond terrible. So I said, I was just going off it, but then they still keep you on a statin and something else. Well, wait, if I'm still building a plaque, what the fuck am I still on this shit?
Right.
Yeah. It just, and then because the lisinopril was there to support my kidneys because I'm diabetic, everybody thinks I'm hypertensive. So they gave me the diagnosis. No, I'm not hypertensive. Once you now I am.
Now I am because
you've created it. But it's just, so anyway, my public service announcement is listen to the doctor and always ask when they change the medication.
And then question the shit out of them.
Exactly. Why, when, where, what, or go to your pharmacy because the pharmacists have to know all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're much better. And they're usually nicer too.
Get all of your medications from the same pharmacist so that they know your pharmacy knows.
Right. And they'll sometimes let you know and say, why are you on this and this? I'm like, well, no, I just didn't, I haven't filled that script. But then they changed their software. You got to be careful too at the CVS. They changed their software. And when they switched the software over, everybody got automatic refills. But you're not on that medicine anymore. So your husband goes and picks it up and spends $250 on something you're not even taking anymore. And it was their fault and they won't take it back. So be careful. Watch what you're on. Go to Ireland and go to the chemist because those guys know what they're doing. And I was just there and I did. I went in and I got something for Gail's eyes. She got this, it's like a little fungus, he thought. And we got her some cream in Ireland because he made it up in the back room.
Yeah.
It's probably got horse shit in it or something like that, but I don't care.
Same with our shit here.
As long as it starts to work, it's okay. So
did you make that bag?
No, but I did put
it's very cute.
Different things on.
Look at this bag. Look at it.
Isn't that cute? I'm not sure where I got it. What trip it was I bought on. But I had to have it. This is the
cutest little thing ever.
Isn't it adorable? And it's got great pockets. Yeah. So sometimes what I do is I'll take this as my bag. Like when we were traveling this last time, I took this out because I could put my wallet in here and my passport in here. And then and then
that's a cool bag.
I could put the new hats I was working on in here.
Did you put the drawstring in here?
I did because it was rope. And then I wore it as a backpack.
Yeah.
Well. See, because you can do it as a backpack then too.
Yeah.
And it wasn't overly heavy.
Right.
Because sometimes backpacks, you have to be careful to get if they have the string that can dig into your shoulders.
That's why you get the ones that snap up here. Oh, I like those ones.
Yeah, they don't fit well.
Especially if they snap up here and snap down here. Then I got boobs just coming right in the middle.
Listen, I already got a uniboob. I don't need any more.
Like the
but I have a boob.
The camping backpack. The camping.
Yes.
The
hiker ones.
The hiker ones. Right, where the sleeping bag is on the top.
Yeah, that's true and everything. Yeah. You always have a pillow. Sort of thing.
With me, it's always just pushing my head forward.
But that's why we've been wearing our travel pillows wrong all these years. It should be the other way so that your head doesn't do this. So your head stays up while you're sleeping.
Yeah. And I've never used one.
You never used a travel pillow?
They're not comfortable for me.
Oh, I like them. But that's okay. I'm usually in first class on long haul flights, so I get a pillow.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And we have
She flies first class too, so don't judge me.
No. I'm a snob. I'm a snob when it comes to flying.
She totally agrees with me here. And the only reason I'm going out,
I like the little things that flip out on the side of your first class ones. Yeah.
Well, they have them in the back now in the newer planes. You actually
business?
Get them. No, even all the way in economy. They actually have those now. They have the wings.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, even all the way back. You can get them on Southwest too.
Well,
yeah. I'm going Southwest because it was points, and I'm flying home Air Alaska, but I got premium, not first class, because it wasn't that much more expensive.
But it's only like a 3-hour flight, 3.5.
3.5, something like that.
Yeah.
That's okay. And I'm smaller now, so it's all right.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm in the Nile, so I'll be a bitch who won't let you get up.
Right.
No, I'm only kidding.
I know.
I'll let anybody up. I'm okay. And usually what I do is if I find somebody who's tall, like on Southwest, I kind of have my bag and I've got all my shit out and I'm kind of putzing with my yarn and I make it look like I'm going to be a real pain in the ass when it comes to sitting next to you, because I put it down, I pick it up, and these people are all waiting as they're like going by, knowing they're going to have to take a middle seat, but they're like, I'm not sitting next to her because she's way too cray-cray. So they just walk right past me and everything. And then I'm looking up and I'm waving to somebody, and everybody in front of them thinks I'm waving to somebody behind them, and I'm not. So they think, okay, that seat's taken.
Right.
So that's what I do. But if there's a tall person and skinny, and I know it's a full flight, then I'm like, do you want this seat here? I'll move to the middle because I've got Gail in the window.
Right.
So I move to the middle, and then I'm like the nice person, and then they're always very, oh, thanks, that's really nice of you. And they're like, oh yeah,
I was saving it for you.
That was okay because I'm short and I can be in the middle seat. And the middle seat is actually the biggest seat of all. So there you have it.
Anyway. I always got like when Mark and Linda and Jamie and I would fly somewhere, so it's his parents. So she's 5'11". He's 6'3", Jamie's 6'4", and I'm 5'3" and a half.
Yeah.
I always got the middle seat.
Yeah.
Always got the middle seat. Linda always had to have the window.
And Mark wanted the aisle.
And Mark and Jamie needed the aisle.
Right.
Because they're 6'3" and 6'4".
Yeah, and they have to get.
And we're in, the back of the bus.
Right. Back in the day, now.
Yeah, back when we couldn't afford first class.
Right. I still can't afford it, but I fly.
I can't really afford it either, so I just don't fly very often.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally they could turn in their seat to have their feet and their knees out in the aisle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, when the Bev cart was going by, they literally had to like
scrunch up
and knees are up in the air.
Exactly.
Feet
and God forbid the guy in front of you put the seat back.
Well, see, Mark would always say something to the person in front and say, hey, I just want to let you know I'm a big tall guy behind you, so if you come back, could you just let me know beforehand?
Coming. Yeah. So I could spread my legs or take my wife's room or whatever.
And then, inevitably, because he would say something, people would always get pissy. But to me,
that's the right thing to do.
Well, I know, but then people would just get pissy and just smash their seat back on him. Because that's the way people have to be that way. Jamie would never say anything to anybody in the seat in front of him, and usually they just wouldn't even go back.
Most people, I have not. Yeah, I mean, even in first class, people don't even put it back.
You only get to move that much.
I mean, even in first class, most people don't put that seat back. Yeah.
I don't even, there's no point.
That's not usually something that's an issue for us as a rule.
I'm thinking like 9 out of 10 people don't even put the seat.
No, they don't.
Back.
No, not very often. And like I said, not even when you're in regular first class with just 2 seats and you've got that extra room. A lot of people don't even do that.
Yeah, no.
So, and you have no idea when you're in the pods what the other guy is doing.
It's not enough to make it so now you're more vertical and you could sleep. No, it is literally from this to this.
And so it's not it. So anyway.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'll let you know how everything goes in a couple weeks. So
we're not here next week.
Nope, not here.
Unless course, Karen
or Sharon
or Carly.
Carly and Connie and Colleen. And Connie too. She might.
Connie.
Connie. We do have a Connie.
We might not be here next week.
So whatever. Anyway,
we're going to talk to you guys later.
Whenever. And
a couple weeks for sure.
I will let you all know that this is not a touch screen. That's what I'm going to let you all know.
For 5 years, it's still not a touch screen.
Still isn't a touch screen. Bye.
Bye.
I can't believe